Good afternoon from Sacred Space at Titania's Realm. I just wanted to show you there was a trail of scrapings, but he's worked his little feathery tuchus, that means arse, off all day. It's now about 12:45 p.m. I think, around about that time. And look at, he's making the mound on top of my bathtub, which has got compost that I chucked in. I saved some of it, about a third I chucked on the garden bed, but I let him have the rest because there's a reason why he's done that, which I completely comprehend, and it's because of temperature, all that lovely moist and cool compost. So he's a very clever bird. He knows what's going to be best for his mate's babies when she comes to lay the eggs there. He's upgraded on the model by using a bathtub. He's never done that before. In fact, they haven't built a mound here for a few years because when Beauregard was alive, he used to terrorise them, and the cats used to pick off the babies. And so I can't really stop them from making a mound anyway. Like, once they get a bee in their bonnet, that's it. That's the mound, that's the garden they're going to put it in. And it's kind of amusing. Sacred Space is a safe place even for turkey babies now. But I'm not happy. I'm not actually all that happy about my compost, which is all under there. But look, he's a pain in my tuchus. But he's cleaning up all the mulch that was around. The lawnmower man's been putting around the back garden. He's taken all of that, and he's even taken newspaper out of my Burn the Birds poo paper. He's up there trying to see if I've got any soup left. No, I've just had lunch, boy. Nothing left for you. He's eaten all the lorikeet mix that I have in that little yellow dish. He's just had, don't you do that. He's just had the most marvellous day. And, well, I'm both unhappy and happy about the mound because after the birdie babies hatch, there'll be even more mulch. So that's a positive. But he's creating so much work for me that I kind of both love him and hate him right now. But anyway, I've got all my doonas out in the line and I'm washing, my bed linen, and I'm going to wash when that machine finishes that cycle. I'm going to wash my electric blanket that I bought new last winter. I think it's time it got a wash. And so there is that. And it may work, it may not. I may end up having to buy a new one. So, yes, worrying about needing, to service my car, and I need a new mattress, and I need a new feathered doona because that one's hasn't got much fluff in it anymore. But I'm just making do with what I have, as I have always done, and trying not to freak out about expenses coming up. I definitely do have to service the car though. It's due at 82,000 kilometres and we're up at 80,600 something. So got a little bit of time to save a bit of money, but I'm going to just stalk the turkey. I'm going to stalk you, turkey. Can you scooch up all the bamboo leaves so I don't have to rake them? Yeah, that'd be great. He says, nope, they're not the right texture, they're not the right temperature. He's quite specific about what he wants for his mound. And my avocado tree is in flower again, which is wonderful. Bodes well that I might actually get some avocados again. I got one last year. Was it one or two? I can't remember. I think it was two. But anyway, it's all happening at Sacred Space, Titania's Row. And tonight heralds at sunset the Jewish New Year. So, Lashana Tova, Happy New Year. It's a spiritual New Year. It's not, a party type New Year like we have with the Gregorian 31st of December. It's a very spiritual, holy, introspective. It begins the 10 days of awe and culminates in Day of Atonement. So it's a very, very spiritual event, and I've been feeling its power for the last few days. Actually feeling a bit sad as I get every year when the high holidays begin, because I don't really practice Judaism anymore, and I was treated so badly for 30 years in my community here that I don't particularly feel like taking it back up again. But it's the high holidays and Passover and Hanukkah, which I feel ostracised and abandoned the most, which is a bit odd. I don't even keep the Sabbath. I go dancing on a Friday night, let out all my stress by dancing wildly and being carefree and joyous and wild. So it's a bit of an anomaly. I can't quite work it out what that's about, but it is what it is in Tanya's world and Titania's realm. It's a strange existence at times, but I'm going to hang out that there's no room on the line, is there? Well, I'll have to make room. I'm going to have to hang out that doona cover I just washed and throw that electric blanket in, and at least I'll have nice clean bed, and I even turned my mattress around so I have a nice clean start to the Jewish New Year. Oi, Gewalt, you have to kind of laugh. Anyway, blessed be from Sacred Space at Titania's Row.